I don't know. When I say there's honestly not another TO like him.
No,
there's not another TO like
there's
him.
very few TOs with as big a heart as his. And Raffle, we cannot show how much we appreciate you enough.
Yeah. So give the man some love on his Twitter. And, you know, without further ado, let me say this one last time. We are in grand finals out here at Xanadu.
What number
Tuesday
is
night.
it? What
242.
242?
Yeah. And on a Palindrome, baby.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
All right, and this is going to be a classic showdown between two of the great players in MD. Actually, honestly, in MD, two of the best players.
Oh, for sure,
Joe
for sure.
and Dexter.
I mean, really, the only other two players up there in that caliber are ZD and Pink, you know? And the story of Dexter, too, I mean, like, you know, with Seagull and Pink, you know, those were always players that were kind of always thought to be, like, pretty high up there. And ZD pretty early on as well. But Dex is someone who's been steady climbing the region, has won one or two Xanadus now?
Six.
Six. Wow,
Yeah, no, I was
6?
surprised, too.
I lost count. That's how you know he's nice.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, like, his first Xanadu win was, like, I think it was in October.
Yeah, so it's a more recent level up for sure.
Yeah, but like in that time period, he's won 6 of them, and I don't have the exact numbers, but he's won or placed top 3 at so many of them. It's just amazing to see that level up happen so consistently.
We have a joke in like the level of mid-level players. It's, you know, there's the 4 horsemen of Maryland for the non-PR players to have to take out in order to like make a name for themselves. It's Seagull, ZD, Pink, and Dex, and there's a good reason for that, and we're seeing it right here.
Absolutely. But so far, it's looking really hard for Dexter because he's at 144%, almost completely unanswered. It's just been like running all over him, running back and forth. And Dexter hasn't really found an answer to that yet. But as time goes on, I feel like he'll be a lot more adept at punishing what Joe's doing.
Well, you know, Seagull Joe came into this Xanadu Smash 4 spin dash camping, and he's going to leave spin dash camping. Yeah. 157%, but who needs a kill when you can go for a timeout? Amen.
Amen. Bless up. All I need is like I need to see it one last time, the Seagull Jail special. The thing that won him literally hundreds of dollars. Nice forward smash. But like where they're on the ledge and he just rolls behind them and back throws.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this classic Seagull special.
Yep.
I wonder, like, I want someone to like run the numbers on that. How much money has roll back throw one Seagull Joe in this game? It's probably in like at the high like $600 or $700 of dollars. It's
funny too because you'll see other Sonics do like the kind of like the movement like bait, like the run back, like the run past pivot grab. But nah, he'll just do the I'm raw roll grab back.
We out.
Oh. That could have been an unfortunate Gimp situation if Seagull had been ready for it, but I don't think he thought Dexter was going to go as low as he did.
Yeah, and so far it's looking like Joe has the read on every bit of aggression that Dexter has. He's just like jabbing out that forward smash right there, and just like that, even a defensive option like counter is just getting hit out of. It's so hard for Dexter to find anything that is working in his favor right now.
Man, it's
just like that. He's been trying to run past people all night, but Joe is not having any of that.
And it's a shame too, because for the most part, like, you know, he's doing a few things right, like, you know, as far as like his tech options and his recovery options. But you're right, just like the little things, landing and even just trying to like reset neutral. Seagull's just all over him, snuffing him out with that back air. He can't even get center stage back.
Yeah, and this is looking rough. Like normally, this would be the part where I say all it takes is like, you know, one good hit and he can bring it back. But so far, it's looking like Dexter hasn't really been able to get a hit.
Yeah, for sure.
And just like that, that was a clean conversion. Joe is out here to win this final Xanadu, and honestly, he's looking poised to do so. He's
Absolutely
up 1 game on winner's side right now.
Be curious to see if we're going to see a character switch coming in from Dex. I think that again, Sonic, I don't think so. Marth, I feel like that'd be kind of just obnoxious to try and space for the tippers, but maybe Corrin. There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a total sidebar, but I like how they're both wearing their iconic outfits on the last Tuesday's Xanadu.
Yep.
Like Dexter
the Apex
always
shirt and the Adidas jacket. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if these guys were cartoon characters, like the Adidas jacket and Apex shirt would be it. They'd have like 2 outfits.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if like Seagull goes home, opens his closet, he has his teacher uniform, and then like 8 of the Apex shirts.
Have you been to his house? Because actually, that's not far from off.
Oh my God, I haven't.
That's not even like that far off.
Never changed, Joe.
Never changed. I mean, he doesn't. He has 6 of the shirts.
Yeah, you're right. Well, at least from a damage perspective, we can already say that this match is a little bit better for Dexter. Finally, and I think for the first time this whole set, putting himself in the lead, ever so barely.
All right, and so far, It was looking a lot. That's wild. But yeah, he was looking a lot better for Dexter early on. But so far, Joe, it looks like he's adapting the matchup a little bit more. And now it's going to be a bit harder as time goes on because Corrin just doesn't have the speed that Lucina does. But she does have some pretty good hitboxes that are working slightly better in his Dexter's favor.
Ooh, Dexter kind of, I guess, back airing, expecting maybe like a roll in, but Seagull just able to grab that right there. It's so funny too. You see these options like, you know, spin dash, hitting through shield, and like it looks so simple, like, oh, he just spin dashed into him, but just like, you know, the way that he's calling out when he's going to drop his shield is really impressive from Seagull.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a level of mastery that you can only do like if you've been playing Sonic for a very long time, or if you're just like a very high level player. Nice though, out of shield punish, yeah.
We see Dexter killing a few times with that up air, even his last set with Ryga too. He made good use of that. Corrin's up air, it might not, you know some sounds like, or some moves, they just sound like they're going to kill. Corrin's up air does not sound like it's going to kill. And then you're dead at like 110. You're like, what happened? Yeah,
the drawing makes me mad. We were talking about that earlier. It sounds like a wet noodle, and the launch speed on it is so low. You never feel like you're going to die. Your heart your heart feels that you won't, but your mind knows that you're done.
Yeah,
and that makes it sting even more.
Talking about sting, we already see 60% on Seagull Joe's second stock. This is much better for Dexter. Almost getting the tip of that pin.
It looks like he was trying to take a little page off of Ryga's book, because Ryga, in the one game we saw his Corrin, he full hopped pin like 10 times, and 6 of them hit. His hit rate on them was really good. It seems like a very strong option, and Dexter adapting to add that to his repertoire on the fly. Very smart.
Yeah, actually, we saw him win the set with a jump from ledge pin, too. That was pretty dope. But the counter on the spin dash, not going to work. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised. It looks like he air dodged out of it.
Yeah, that was really weird. Save the replay. Load the hitbox mod. And they up air again.
Whoa. And that looks so anticlimactic, too. Like, it was a whiff punish off that back air. And, yeah, Corrin just kind of gently slides that sword through the air. Another stock. And now Dexter putting himself on the board 1-1.
And with an impressive 2-stock answer back, too.
Yeah, that's a statement.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that these two players in particular do kind of have a little bit, I guess, of a counterpick war. You know, it's like, oh, I've got Sonic. Oh, I've got Diddy. Oh, I've got Marcina and Corrin. And it's like, there's like stage-dependent, character-dependent picks that they want to do. So it's always like a little chess match, even from the CSS. And we are going to hear the Diddy Kong come out now. So I'm curious to see where they're going to go.
I'm feeling Town City.
No, Smash.
No,
okay.
I'm wrong.
I was going to say maybe something a little more flat. I feel like it's easier to do like banana in hand punishes on pin. But Smashville does give Corrin a little bit of extra mobility depending on how she decides to use the pin. So I'd be curious to see if Dexter's going to utilize that at all, or if it was just kind of, LOL, let's go Smashville.
Yeah, it could be either or. These two have played so much that trying to predict the stage war between the two of them is just, I don't know.
And like, we talk about like the chess match, but sometimes they're playing checkers. Sometimes it's just...
That's the best way to play chess. Just play checkers some days.
Yeah.
All right, but so far it looks like checkers isn't working well for Joe.
No, not at all.
Let's try to slow it down. Joe has a lot of ground to make up, honestly. He might be trying to, get the banana out, but the banana... in the set we saw against Ryga, the banana play wasn't really there, and we know that Dexter has a lot of experience in the matchup, so let's see if any, big plays can happen with that.
One thing I was seeing Joe doing earlier on in the match, at least at low percents, was trying to space around with fair, but even on hits sometimes he could put you in an awkward position. I haven't seen him doing it much since. Maybe he's finally deciding to pull it off. He's got a... I mean, like right there, using it as like a ledge jump call out, that was smart, but just kind of using it in neutral as a spacing tool, I don't know if I totally agree with it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like back in the day, a lot of Diddy's used to cite that being one of the best options against Corrin in neutral, because if you land Diddy pancake so low that you can't get grabbed unless it's timed very specifically. So the height advantage is one of the biggest things that a lot of Corrins hate about this match for a long time, but some of the top Corrins in like Cosmos and Ryuga started to figure out this matchup a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's interesting to see like the evolution and trickle down of this particular matchup, because a lot of talking has been done about it through the years.
Ooh.
Nice counter by Dexter. That was very smart by him.
Yep. Knowing that by jumping, it's kind of baiting Seagull into going for that up tilt, hoping to catch that jump, but nope. We saw him doing that a lot against Ryga as well, the counter on Witch Twist.
Yeah, he never got any kills with it, but it puts the fear there, and that's what it's about sometimes. Because once the fear's there, that's when you start to actually punish what they don't know to be afraid of.
You know the secret to win?
What?
Down and B with DLC.
Did you come up with that just now?
Just now, baby.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Down and B with DLC. Let's go. All right, so the kick's going to buy a lot of space. And I like how Dexter's neutralizing the banana now. He's not even just like, he's either catching it or he's hitting it, but he's not letting Joe have it, and that's the important thing.
That is very important. I'd like to say I taught him that as a Rob. I didn't, but I'd like to say I did.
You can say it.
I did it.
There
You're
go.
welcome, Dexter. Ooh, almost catching that landing, but Seagull Joe being smart enough not to jump into that, or not to fall into it and jump out of it.
Yeah, he's been hit with that too many times. Joe's definitely privy to a lot of the cheekier things that Dexter has to offer. But that consistent play, you can't really get used to that too much, you know? And Joe just keeps on trying to pull out his banana, but it's on the other side of the stage still. Now it's despawned. He can pull out another one. But he's not. I don't feel like he was in a position to really get much off of it unless he gets it near the ledge, gets a forward smash, and that might be able to do it. But right now, down to yeah, brilliant pivot grab though. Now he's starting to use it as a conditioning tool, and that's what it should be used for.
Oh, I really like. See that's good. Using that fair as like a punish on something like a little bit greedy of a needle. That's great. Or needle pin.
Pins and needles.
Same thing.
Close enough.
Yo,
call your doctor anyway.
What if Corrin had needles?
Let's take it easy, man. What if Corrin had needles? Don't put that fear in me.
Ooh, pivot grab. Are we gonna see? No.
Nah, not yet. Not yet. Yeah, very good DI. All right, so only 8% separating these two players, and I know both of them are looking for a grab. A grab could be it for both of them. Up throw 50-50 for Joe, but also the up throw could just kill for Dexter. Not getting his dash, though. That's so unfortunate, but still living.
I did like the little bit of a trick that Dexter had earlier where he had thrown the banana away. It was still active, and he was just kind of dancing by dashing in and away from the banana. Like, am I going to go for it? Am I not? Trying to like catch Seagull, maybe going in. Oh! Catch and recovery! Just explode him with the pin.
He instant transmissioned into the blast zone. He actually, I didn't even see a smoke trail. Like, I saw the forward smashes. Game! Holy. It's the deadest monkey I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, there's popping bottles, but that was popping barrels. Dexter clutching out that game 3.
Yeah. And Joe's not happy about that up smash missing. He missed that dash input and just up smashed in place. So, yeah, he has to dial it back and bring it back together because otherwise we could see a bracket reset on the end by Dexter.
Yeah, already 2-1. This is definitely going to be a pretty commanding game. You know, if he wins this, that puts a lot more pressure on Joe. But right now, speaking of pressure, we're talking 64%.
Yeah, and that's one of the big pluses of coming from winner side because you have time for stuff like this to happen. You have time to work through it, and you have time to have a fresh set to maybe still win the tournament.
Yep. And hey, maybe with that information, Seagull can get the download on the bracket reset if it does happen, but...
Yeah, and like you were saying with the counterpick war, Dexter's hand was already forced into this Corrin counterpick, so now he still has his own character counterpicks to work with. You might see more and more between these two, and also like maybe more stage counterpicks as well.
I'd be extra hype if we get to see the Dexter Roy.
Did you see? Did you see how Corrin did the down air and hit the banana to cancel it? That was actually pretty hot.
I see him do that. Like I used to see him do that so much at the grind, where he would like he actually cancels out the dare entirely, exactly like you said with the banana. It's I don't know. It's kind of one of those weird matchup nuances that you don't know until you see it. Like, oh hey.
And speaking like nuances, I like how Joe threw that forward smash out there because it's just one of those things that switches up the tempo so much that if you kind of get used to dancing at one tempo, then that little offbeat will send you straight into the blast zone.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, and poor Diddy's multi-jab. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Literally every character can SDI out of that and get a punish.
It is pretty wild. I'm surprised we didn't see a little bit harder of a punish, but never mind. Dexter able to clutch it out without taking too much extra damage.
Yeah, we see hard enough of a punish, and that's going to be really big for Dexter going into this because he's potentially on bracket reset point. So
Seagull doing a great job bringing this all the way back. Tables have completely turned, 87% almost unanswered on the second stock.
Nice pressure, a nice grab out of that by Dexter. And I think, yeah, Dexter had to get this juggle going because at the moment he gets this juggle, that's where all of his damage is coming from. He needs to get a juggle now. He needs like a nair or forward air. Joe's just going to try and stay grounded, not let anything bad happen to him until he has banana in hand, just like right now. And now he gets to play to his strengths a lot more.
Ooh,
get over here.
Out of that.
All right, this could be big, though. Burns the jump early, and nice recovery, keeping it tricky on the side of Joe.
Forward air to raw back air. That was interesting. All right.
Yeah,
like
Corrin combos always look so wild, you know?
Yeah. Right now, 87% Seagull Joe has but one like small tipper, depending on stage positioning away. Oh, that was...
I was just about to say that. Like, you know what would be raw if like Dexter just walked back and forward smash. I was about to say those exact words. He ran back, so half credit to me. But still, that was raw.
I think a power play like that is exactly what we're going to have to see in order for him to get a game like this. I don't think Seagull is going to be playing aggressive enough to really let him get anything more than that, especially with a percent lead like this.
Dexter's looking for this pin, though. I can feel it in my bones.
Definitely. He's got to be careful about playing around the edge, though, because the back throw or even F throw really could just be his stock. So he's got to play as anti-grab as possible, but is this going to be it?
Not just yet.
Ooh.
Yeah. He can't take another one of those, though.
Yeah.
And Dexter, or Joe, smartly just using his banana to try and get that stage control. But now this is the scary part because Joe functionally can't jump without some risk. Every time he jumps, if he, on landing, he could get pinned and could die right here if the DI's off. Back throw, though, still not quite doing it. 182% on Corrin. This is absolutely wild. And there it is again, the down air to neutralize the banana.
Good job on Seagull and Joe not doing the panic air dodge as well, because you could tell Dexter was just waiting for that up air. Forward throw, absolutely going to take that.
Yeah. Finally, we got 2-2, potential bracket reset or potential tournament ender. And yeah, that's when you know Joe's feeling himself. When he does that head nod, he's bobbing. Yeah. Yeah. Every time.
It's what I like to call Super Saiyan Joe is when he stands up out of the chair, bends over and like face into the TV. Like if you're on a one-man setup, he's completely monopolizing all of the screen.
I hate it when he does that. I get so mad. It's like it's a friendly Joe.
But that's when you know he's in it. That's the zone.
And half the time he beats me when he does that because I can't see.
I mean, that's a fact. That's a strategy.
So I just get in the screen too.
Is that why we have the dual screens here?
Probably.
Did he birth that?
Yeah. If you want to know why I have two screens as Xandu, it's literally all Joe's fault.
Let's go, Joe.
If you ask why Xandu has anything, there's probably a story involving Joe.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to miss this place.
Same. These purple walls have so many stories.
So do the green ones and the white ones if you're a real OG.
Oh, man.
I'm not one of those. I've just seen pictures.
I think I went to one of them back in the day, like one of the 2010 Brawl tournaments. But yeah, I was telling RK this earlier. It was like something I always want to do with the like funny green bathroom walls. I wanted to do like an interview, like a tournament interview, and just like green screen people into places.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Yeah. It's like at the end, like have someone just like, I don't know, walk in. It's like, oh, is this bathroom? I can give away these ideas now because I'll never do it because it's like the last week of this will happen. But anyway, that was a massive useless sidebar. We have a close game between these two players, and so far, I like how both these players are still playing so composed in this Game 5 scenario. And that's might be on the virtue that they've done this together so many times before.
Yeah, absolutely. What we've talked about, too, is like, you know, there's a difference between knowing a matchup of character and knowing a matchup of player. And you can definitely tell that just by like how they pick apart each other's habits on like a very day-to-day specific basis, you know? And that's why I love watching our local tops play. Yeah,
they definitely have the download on each other, but it's just like, who has the better connection that day?
What an amazing catch by Dexter. I wasn't able to get too much out of it, but...
You see him catch that banana? He threw the...
He threw the banana?
Peanut. Yeah, catch peanut. Dexter, he wants this last Xanadu bad. On the other hand, so does Seagull, though. He wants to be the one, like, to win one of the first Xandus and win the last. So many players have come and gone, but Joe has been a consistent
That's
mainstay.
absolutely it. Goodbye.
Yeet. Yeah, he's out of here.
73% is not impossible to make a comeback, though, especially with a hard hitter like Lucina. Especially with someone who can edge guard as well as Lucina, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we haven't really seen as many edge guards this set as I feel like I would like to, but once it happens, I feel like it'll be big, and that's something that Dexter's saving in his back pocket, just like that forward smash. That was kept fresh in his pocket, but unfortunately the missed timing was just enough to make the play not happen.
Again, we see these item catches from Dex.
Nice.
The classic use of Dolphin Slash.
Yeah, I love how he mixes that in there. Goes for a deep edge guard, no tech zone. 51%. That was a great edge guard by Dexter.
We are in close territories here. They are throwing and catching items. This is just a game of toss, catch, and volleyball.
Yeah, and I think that's going back to what you were saying before with the player matchup. These guys know what each other are going to do, not only offensively and defensively.
Oh, that run back banana toss, that was smart. Almost catching Dex, but again, it's a little bit too much on the up and up for that. I wonder if he strategically tripped under the banana to avoid monkey flip.
These big brain strats. The big brain strats that like cycle back into small brain ones.
Right. Dex reads the commentary, or Dex hears the commentary reel at us. Not dog, I tripped.
Yeah, it's all intentional. What are you talking about? Oh, get out of here. The power shield. The power plays from Dexter from this game have just been absolutely unreal. Like, he is not letting Joe use his banana at all, functionally. Just like that. He had the read and he got the cancel. My man is playing with a big brain.
Yep. They call him Point Dexter.
For real,
Push
for
his
real.
glasses up.
Yeah. I'm still kind of mad that Dexter's not actually his real name. I thought that for like 2 years.
Yeah, same. I think most of us did.
Oh, big punish. That forward smash was huge.
Well, if that was Marth, actually, that would have tippered and killed.
But it's not Marth.
I'm sorry. I know every Marcina player hates people for doing that.
Yeah.
But, you know,
that's what every Marcina player thinks. Ooh, that forward air, not
off
killing.
the banana trip too. That's what made it a little nice to watch. And the back air, that's gonna take it at the golden percent as well. Seagull Joe taking Xanadu 242.